I should be in here now. Alright. Well, can you tell that I'm new to this game? Right, look. I've just got some ideas with streaming this game, but I don't know what's going on with my streaming at the moment. I'm just learning to do it, so let's take that from the top again, shall we? And you know, you're gonna have to just put up with me being a silly bee. I don't think I've got any viewers just yet anyway, so we should be live. What should have happened was this should have played. California dreaming about you. And then I should be in the game. But don't know quite why I'm not. Playing Coast. Was that where I was? Can't rescue scavenge, casual mode, Coast, single player. I think I was playing this game last year. Yeah. Well, let's just do continue, see what goes on. Oh, like I said, this is Andreas. I've got about 40 hours in this game currently. And I can't really do anything in chat with anyone, so... Uses modes that are missing or being downloaded. A Lego truck. Oh, okay. I did have some mods on. See what happens. What's going on there then? She's throwing a truck in, has it? Right. Don't know why it's put me here. This is because, of course, you know, for trying to continue a game when it's been quite some time. I think what I'll do is I'll have to restart the game. Yeah, I will have to restart the game. So, settings. I don't know what the sound level is going to be like. 1440 by 900. I think that's what this monitor is. I would have preferred it to be at 720p. Not sure if that's adjust the brightness and contrast until the tyre track is barely visible. Well, it's I don't know how dark I want it to be. I don't want it to be too dark. Shadows, effectivity. I don't know. Level of distance, draw distance is high. I think I'll take that down to medium. Grass density down to medium. Particles quality with collisions, I'll take that down to medium. I usually play it all on high, or you know, quality geometry, topic. Let's just apply all of that gear. Also, in the settings, I don't know if I can turn off this top corner but it doesn't look as though there is a control for that. Just one of those things about playing Spintires, I guess. This is just one of my accounts from game release. So let's go to main menu. And we will restart that particular map. Oh, there's the river, the hill, flood, plains, coast. I think I've played coast a few times. The river I've played, I liked that one. And I've played flood, played for 4.1 hours. Played 0.0 hours. This isn't correct because there must have been an update on the game because I've played coast before. Let's do coast again. And should we continue? This is just a test stream anyway, just to see where we are. Oh look, we're stuck. Oh no, what it's done is it's put me back in I'm just getting damaged. No, that's no good. Main menu. I'm playing on keyboard, by the way. Honk is G, headlight is H, handbrake is space, winch pull is F, differential lock is Q, alt drive is E, change gear is R, right and left. Oh, I did have my steering wheel on it, but multiplayer say is Y, navigation of the map is F1, advanced mode is V. So we want to play coast and we'll start a new game. And I'll just play for about, I don't know, 15 minutes starting from about now. To learn how to play Spintires, press okay, we know about that. Usually I like to have the roof rack tools on this. It's got the trunk. Is that all there is? Install that. It does give you some repair points if you get stuck. So thing about this game, if you've not seen it before, is that it is quite an unusual camera angle. You can't always, people say, oh, can you not dip the camera, or you know, it's quite tricky to do. So we'll go where's the pat brake is off, differential on. No, we don't want differential on, we just want all-wheel drive on. Right, so the first thing we have to do is to do a little bit of driving. Just to find our way around in the game a little bit. Oops, wrong gear. Let's go back down to first. We'll put the differential on. Parking keeps coming on. It should be off now. Generally when you're driving on tarmac you want your diff lock off because it makes all of your wheels spin at an even speed, and when you're going around corners of course it rubs your tyres out. That's as far as I know about it, because I don't drive any vehicles that have diff lock. And of course you only need your all-wheel drive on if you're again on loose ground like this. It just makes sure all of your wheels turn evenly at the same speed, so you've got better grip. The only downside to it all is really that you I mentioned one, you can scrub your tyres if you've your diff lock on, So when you go around the corner, one of your axles speeds up. Your pushing wheel, the outside edge wheel, will speed up. I didn't see that wet mud. But I got out of it because I've got my diff lock and my all-wheels drive on. So one drawback is that you can rub your tyres out when you get that even speed on both your tyres. See, the outside wheel on when you go around a corner has to spin faster because it's got further to travel. And if you have your diff lock on, it basically locks that the revolutions of each wheel in place. So one wheel's going to be skidding on the tarmac, wearing out your tyre. So another drawback, of course, is that you use a lot of fuel when you've got all-wheel drive on, especially. You use more fuel. We have got quite a lot of lag actually. I don't know what's happening. I think it's something to do with the way I've got the game set up, because it's not usually like this. Yeah, we're bumping over the this is just a test stream just to see how the game plays. It's not running quite smooth enough. It might be all that VSync business that I have on it, maybe that I have to go to a low resolution for my computer. I don't know. I think it might be that. And it also may be that I haven't got the streaming set up correctly, because I've just done it ad hoc as to what I do when I'm normally just streaming a camera. So there's a map somewhere. There it is. This is how far we've come. There is a fuel place there. We've got to unlock this lumber mill here. And I think before I went up that way first, to be honest with you, rather than to go around this way. What am I doing? Let me go into the settings and see if I can level of draw distance. We'll just leave that on there. Shadows quality low. We'll go low, of course, yeah, we'll stay there. So we'll take it from there and see what that does. I mean, my computer handles this game pretty well, to be honest with you. It's just that when it comes to streaming at the same time, I think that's when I'd be losing out, you know. That's no good, is it? Can't really see what's going on. Let me just see if we can do anything else. Settings wise. I don't think we need to show the hood on screenshots, so supported. Let's take motion blur off and these things. Maybe it's the motion blur that's making me feel a bit weak, queasy. I can't remember how I had this set up. And that, so we'll apply all that. Disable deformations. This option is a fallback for all the video cards. No. Apply. Okay. Resume. It's actually worse, isn't it? Yep, definitely worse. I think the motion blur was something I definitely needed to be off of. Show shadow maps. I just wanted to go up here. I'm stuck on something. Should be able to knock little trees down like this without any bother. And it's good to knock them down anyway because you don't want them growing up. This isn't the way to the logging camp though. We should have maybe gone to the logging camp first. Yeah. I don't like this idea, the way that the head-up display wobbles around. The stretch of water across there, you can actually get across it in a big truck. I do remember playing this map before. We'll go around here to the, there is a logging camp up this way. We should have just stuck to the main road for it. You can actually get to it across here. You can cross this bit of water here. If you stay close to the land and get back up on and through the trees there. The main thing here is not to get stuck on these rocks. Oh, it's very warm today in the UK. The 10th of July as I'm recording this. And we haven't had it reported that it's a drought, but it's near enough. Might as well be. Oops. I'm in the wrong place here on the road. I'll just try and keep it moving. Keep steering left and right. I might be able to get out of it. It's these rocks, the black rocks, that are the problem. Well, the line's just appeared, so we're nearly there. We're going to make it, okay. Now I remember why I was using my steering wheel. Because it was much better. So we've now got a new truck. I don't think I actually took this vehicle much further than that. and I can't remember what the engine off was. Do you just get out of it? Let's have a look in the controls. Winch pull, space headlight. Doesn't say, does it? Accelerate, brake, turn left. So we just get out as far as I know. And do we not just switch vehicle? Forgetting how to do that now as well. We need to be in 0 gear. Do not remember how to get out of the vehicle. Everybody's shouting at the camera now, I know that, but there you are, so it goes. I will remember in a bit. I played this for months really. This is just a test anyway, just to see how my computer does with streaming it. I've been playing just recently games like you know, more sedentary games like PC Building Simulator and games like that, as well as farming simulators and, you know, the like. I don't know, can't remember how to change vehicle. It's not telling me there either, is it? 1 and 2 is the 2 camera modes. Advanced mode, navigation. Turn left, turn right, change gear, all-wheel drive, lock differential, winch pull, handbrake, headlight, honk. There's no other scrolling up or down. Tig, you're it. It must be automatic because I'm in -1 gear now. Is it tab? I was under the impression it was just click on the... It's not any of the F buttons, F keys. Two, 1, 2 is just cameras. Well, so that's basically ended that. I'm double clicking on the other truck. I'm sure I have to turn the engine off first. 10 minutes, winch off, parking brake on, all wheels off, diff lock off, stop engine. So how do I do that then? Return, enter, nope, like so. Finally. So I'm trying to click on this truck. Oh, change truck. I've only just seen that. So we're going to start the engine. We've got fuel. We've got no damage. The rear trailer doesn't seem to be behaving itself like it should. But again, neither is the game. The one thing I remember about these trucks is that you can run a lot bigger trees over, of course. Go into, is it driving one? There's a bit of a drop there as far as I can remember. It's not a lot, it's just a big enough drop just to get your trailer stuck in. You can follow this road down between a couple of bits of trees past this outhouse. And you can just barely get through the trees, as I remember, right? Whoa, stop. And an important thing to remember is to watch how many fuel litres you're using per minute. Nothing you can do about it. I mean, if you need the power, you need the power, don't you? And generally, I think we need all wheels on. Should we see if we can move this tree over? Or will we do too much damage to the truck? Let's just give it a push. Got 600 points to use up in damage, so why not? You could of course go through the easy point where there's a Let me just check the map. Lumber, we've got to take lumber over here. Anyway, let me just knock this down. I just want to destroy something. Parliament truck. There. Just to prove that I could. Now I'm gonna get the trailer stuck. I just had this idea. I wanted to go and get some logs from the lumber mill. Look at that, there's a stump. If I can get the camera around. There's a stump on the floor just right in my way. Which ain't funny. So I'm going to have to keep going backwards anyway. The trailer's going to lock up on me. Maybe take this tree out on the way around. Nope, not going to get around there. Anyway, the computer is a little bit slow on this game, so this is another game that I won't be streaming straight away. I've got another computer coming, but whether or not it happens next month or the month after, I'm not sure. So here we go. So I would like to, you know, get streaming and become a video streamer, a YouTube streamer. I have lots of ideas, and I do like to play lots of games. I've got some really good farms that I play on farming simulators, and I've played most of this game. It's just going to be a little bit painful playing it at this speed when the trucks don't respond. When I've got no streaming going, of course, it runs really quick. Maybe I should explore playing this. I've got a couple of computers similar to this and streaming it on my other PC and finding a way to get the signal from this PC over to the other one, which is generally you know, a better way of doing it, because then this computer can just deal with playing the game. And the other PC can be specifically for the streaming side of it. Maybe that's the way to go. I just don't know how to do that. So if anybody's watching this and they've got any ideas, they've done it, maybe they can give me some tips. I'm stuck on a rock. Yeah. Also perhaps maybe link some videos for me on how to set up two computers so that one streams the other. I suppose I just take the outputs from the video card, like as if it was going to a monitor, but take it to another PC. I don't know. Now there is a cheating easy way which I don't like to load up the truck. I just can't remember how to do it. The cheating easy way is just to press a button and it auto loads the truck, doesn't it? Oh no, what have I done? That's it. Load up. I think current truck can't carry this load. Load up. Position your truck properly. Alright, I see. It wants me just to straighten the truck out. But I can't get out of this mode that I'm in. I need to be going the other way, so really it's going to be easy to turn the truck around first and then be going the other way and load the truck up. Some big divots in the ground there to deal with. I think I might have to do that other thing with the graphics though. Let me see if I can no grass. The computer might need a minute to catch up with all them changes, graphically even. Yeah, it's just still not doing it properly, I don't think. That's because I've got the trailer jackknifed. I suppose this happens in the real world as well. I usually load up at this smaller loading point and you click to put a log in between those two bars and then you use the crane, but because I'm already struggling here today and for some reason my mouse is not staying inside the computer's, inside the game screen. So when I go to turn the camera off, then it just... That looks straight. So now I can't get my camera back. Oh, there it is, I can do that one. See if we can do that one. Does it say that this truck cannot carry those? That's the cheating way to do it. As I say, the easy way. There's no strap over the back wire though, no wire over the back load. Is there? Don't look as though there is, so that's going to be a problem. I maybe should have had the handbrake on. You not load or fasten the straps? I don't think we can. So the objective of the game is to get this on several loads of wood up to the points that are in the areas where the fog of war is, where there's no... You've got to unlock the area by driving into the area, of course. Let's put the diff on. I think we'll come down a gear, that's what used to. And I know now why I have my pedal, because of course your finger starts to hurt just keeping it on the W key all the time. And they go around the back of my truck. On the back of my Jeep, should I say. We might be able to power through this tree. Oh no, we've got damage. Crunch. A lot of damage actually. That was a last minute decision. Just to crash through. A second decision. Which didn't pay off. Now I'm going to get stuck on that other tree. So my crane will get stuck on here now. What was it that was stopping me? I can't get away from the truck. Can't zoom out properly. That's as far away as I can get. Oh no, in there it is. Okay. Must have been one then. What was the problem? Yeah. I should have maybe gone out the other way. Around the other side of this house, I don't know. I can't now go over that tree stump though, can I? Oops. Nope. We're still not there yet. There we go. I think I got that corner. No. Oh, you can flatten mushrooms as well in this game, as far as I know, to gain points. So we should get a prize when we run over these mushrooms. Or a point. No, didn't say anything, did it? I think I actually got the top Mushroom Crusher award in the game anyway, so any of that I've already got won't count. As I said, I'm replaying this map. I vaguely remember that it was this away, and there's two unusual ways around this map as well. You can go right up the west side of the map, or you can actually cut across a little bit more to the east, as long as you go just put the wind straight here. Let's have a look at the map. You follow all the way down this road here, and when you get to here, you can actually cross at this inlet. You can actually drive across that where this black water is, or you can drive at this inlet, I think it is, and drive across to this inlet. I think that's where I'm going now, that way. You can also drive down this road and across here, and you can also get out somewhere along here, or this road here and across here, but it is quite deep there because you've got river running down here, same as it is quite deep across those trenches there. But I was going to go up to here, and there is another place where we can drop off this stuff up here. Try the horn. That scares the birds as well, so yeah, look, there's the bird flying away. Yeah, so I've nearly been streaming for about an hour here. It doesn't really matter, does it? It's a stream, so we'll try and deliver this one load. Not intending to make this into a series, but I just want. I've started, so I've finished everything. Although it's painfully slow. I don't know if I keep it. I'll keep the video. I might just delete it. I don't know. Or just make it private as a reference to how slow this is. I've just been playing recently as well today GTA 5, which does run a little bit slow on this without streaming, so I can't stream. Mafia 3 runs on the PC, and also the newest game I've just bought is 7 Days to Die. That runs okay on this machine, but I didn't stream it. Right, so as I remember right, in this is my memory from months ago. There's a big hole just to my offside. A big hole full of water there. Yep, that's right. And that, if you get stuck in it, is quite, you know, painful to get out of. It can actually tip your truck up. So I'm going to try and go straight a little bit and then turn into the lean. And now we're going to go across the water. See, now I wouldn't be able to take this route if I was not sure I'd not done it before, so I'm just saying I prove to you that I've done it before. Now, as far as I can remember, the one I'm looking for is that route there, ahead of me. I'm just going to have a quick check on the map. You can see that the water is not very shallow. It's not very deep. You can actually see the bottom in places, but that's not the case further to the east. You've only got to go like one truck width. Now, as I remember, getting out of this cove is also a little bit tricky. Dangerous water level. Well, it will be if the truck rolls over. I usually go out through that other bit of water there, but for some reason I stuck my head up here. There is another thing about this. Well, there's only a certain path through the forest, so I may decide to turn about and go back further along. Let me just get up onto this grass and push another mushroom. Oh. Stick the brakes on. Yeah, I've gone the wrong way. I can go up there to the right, or I can actually go yeah, I can actually go to there and then up there to objective number 8, or 1 of 8. Which is what I'm going to do. And that's why I usually come out of the water just about there, you see. And then all these little trees can get run over. Although I've actually damaged my truck quite a bit. Not from the dangerous water level, but from the initial impact with that tree I didn't see. But that's because the computer isn't up to speed when it's streaming. These little trees shouldn't take no matter at all for this big truck. And there is another larger vehicle, the big amphibious vehicle that I also use on this route to help these trucks along. Usually connecting one to making it into a tow vehicle. The other one drives along and propels and pushes the other one along. I'm going to look forwards if you don't mind, please, camera. This is probably going to be where I mess up, because I should have gone to the left a little bit. And I can't remember how to sit near enough in the cab. That's it. I should have gone through the left track. Damaged my truck. And I was playing this with my son for a while as well, but he's got work commitments and he can't always play, so you get half a map done and then you can't play for another week or so. Right, now we want to be not straight, but round this where those tree logs are on the floor. And then hopefully Right, winch time I think. If I can remember. Let's use the winch points. Advanced. Push anchors, not them. Crane grab. There's a big tree not far in front of me, I know that. So if I can use that tree. And these, it's a winch. I think it's B to winch. No, it's F to winch. Push that tree over. Go in. Yeah, we might have to release that one. Try ramming it again. Should be able to get out your truck with a saw, a chainsaw of course, because a lot of these trucks do carry chainsaws. and just chop these little trees down. And that was the easiest way to go around it. So I didn't need the winch. I know there is a route over it, but these trees would have gone with my other truck. Would have run into them. I don't know if this is going to be. It looks pretty steep after this tree. Actually, I should be going maybe that way. Well, and again we're stuck, so obviously maybe that wasn't the way to go. I do remember cutting a line through this forest. I think it was up there actually. Yeah, we should have turned to the right. So you can't really play it like this when it's all getting stuck in the frame rate. There's that tree what I was struggling with. It's just gone over. I think we've got a small tree in front of us now. We're going to have to back it down the hill a little bit, I think. Straighten it up. I'm just trying to thread the front end through those two trees. And now the problem is it's sinking right in the mud. So I might use the winch to pull it sideways. There we go. Go! Okay, now we are stuck. So all we need to do is to go into our advanced mode. See if we can attach this to that point. Why is the brake on? I wonder if the back end is stuck on something. It doesn't appear to be. Okie dokie, we'll have to try a different anchor point. And that's not working either. So we'll try that point. Oh, it's moving. Just thought I might be able to make the groove a little bit bigger. Yeah. He's eventually going to get out. The front bar's coming off the ground now, so we are getting a little bit of headway. Should be able to, get a higher grip on the tree parts. I'll see if I can get a different point. I think if I bring the Jeep up behind it, it could push it the hill. Maps. Can we switch vehicles on the map? Meters, sorry. Crazy, eh? 32 meters. The only thing about this is, I don't think it can get through the water on its own. It can get through the water, but only when it's in tow. Why did I do that? Oh, let's come in here with a tree puller. Get rid of them. See, in reality, you wouldn't have these trees here because any logging operation, they would just see them obstacles. Exactly that, obstacles. They'd be gone. You know, they're just clear cut, big enough areas for the lorries to get through. So it's not that realistic. I understand what they're trying to do. You know, the deformation of the road, the way that the trees, you know, obstruct you, and the way you can use your pulley and everything else. But in real life, they wouldn't let a whole logging operation go down the pan just for a couple of trees. That's what they're in the business of doing, moving trees. The only time when they don't move trees that are in the way is when they're protected for some reason. And even then, some of them have to go. You know, they'll find a way around them. There's a tree that, in real life, we was trying to protect once, not as because it was the only one of its kind. After, you know, a bunch of trees had been removed, and it was in this park that was being changed into a housing estate, and they showed us all the plans to coincide with leaving this tree in place and how it was going to be a centrepiece, and then they went and damaged it deliberately with a truck. We say it was deliberately damaged, but then it had to be taken out, so it was accidentally on purpose damaged. You know, so this is what you can do. And these logging corporations, I'm not saying they all run illegal businesses, but there's plenty of people who would say, you know, the big bosses want this job done real quick and this tree's in our way, let's just ruin it, get it, you know, destroy it. Unfortunately, the tree hasn't survived the surrounding logging operation and it has to be removed. You know, when it was actually deliberately done, you know how it goes. I'd have to explain it to you as if I know you. So my main intention with this little truck is, one is I should have gone up there in the first place in this and scouted the area. Number two is to put this on tow behind the other vehicle and let it give it a push up the backside. There's another thing you can do. You don't have to go turn here where this dip was, where this waterhole was. You can actually go further up. And I can't remember whether it's left and then right, up that way and round. But the problem with this truck is that it won't be able to make that journey through the water, I don't think. We can try it, and if we get it stuck, we get it stuck. You know, it's not important. I've quite had enough of this game now, actually, and I've been playing it for what, an hour and a half nearly. And I want to go off and do something else, to be honest with you. So, the reason why it's not enjoyable playing it is because of the delay, the lag in the game. Whereas if I wasn't streaming it, it would be okay. So let's see whether this truck gets stuck or not. Usually when it's being towed behind a larger vehicle, there's no problems. And or I may just go AFK for a second, just to, well, more than a second. About 1800 seconds to be precise. Let's go and do a bio break. Grab something to snack on. Water's not over the bonnet yet, so that's a good thing. Ideally, there's a bit of a dip to the left of this vehicle, and there's a bit of dip to the right, but I know also there's a dip in front of us, which we're going to hit. Dangerously deep water. Yeah, I'll keep the speed up, we should be alright. And then also the difficulty was always getting out of this. Is it because there's no trees to lock onto, and this was quite a steep incline just here. Yeah, we're going to get stuck in the mud, I believe. No? Right, now we just have to remember which way we went into the truck. Now it wasn't easy, it wasn't difficult in the other game that I played when I played this, because I took the really big amphibious vehicle across this bit of land, as I say. I could even use this roof rack equipment to repair the other vehicle that's up here. Now we're also getting night time's going to descend upon us soon. I don't know what time it is in the game. It's 2054, that's it. You can see it in the top line of the head-up display there. Oops. Don't want to get myself grounded on a rock. I didn't see the rock there. So if you don't know about this game, one of the tricks you can use is to put another vehicle behind it, even a small one like this, and it will give it a shunt up the back side to keep it moving along. That's hoping that I'm on the right track. I should have maybe... Yes, I did go down here because I remember these trees that we run over. And then we should see this vehicle after we've gone through this bit of water. There he is. We even got the option of still reversing this vehicle, of course. We could get this vehicle in front of him, or we could get him behind him. I'm just going to put him in behind. For now. And get him to go give us a shot up the back side. So now you've got basically two drivers when you do this. I think that's how we do it. I also made the mistake of leaving the engine running in this. Oh no, it didn't. It actually turned itself off. And we might call it quits just here for a break, and I'll see whether or not I'm going to come back and play the rest of it. I don't know, because it is coming in night time and trying to get through these forests on a night time is even harder than it is in the daytime. So I would leave the game running, but I would just stop the stream for a while and let the daytime come round. Probably go and grab another truck, go the other way around if I wanted to give any more. The other truck isn't pushing for some reason, so I think I've got it set up incorrectly. Oh well, it must have pulled itself up a bit, because when I released that, it obviously slid down. So that might have gained some ground anyway. I'm not exactly sure where it's just attached itself to. I'm hoping, yep, that's the correct position. So if I can now get the handbrake off. Come on, handbrake off please. Again, handbrake off. Yeah, the Land Rover's coming up to the rear of the vehicle, and hopefully it will give us a shunt. So that will not get us out of this trouble. I don't think. Also, unfortunately, when you attach your front line, the back one, let's reverse, and you watch the Jeep will reverse. See, in real life, you would get out the vehicle, you would reverse it as far as you could, you would pull it back a little bit, you would fill the oil in, you would dig out the trench ahead, because the mudguard, the bumper's now sticking in the front row is actually pushing against a solid lump of earth. You would dig all that away to create a nice even ramp up. You would put your winches on, you would give the other vehicle the instructions to push, and you would pull you with your winch and you would get your wheels going. But you can't do that because you can't get out, so it's not that realistic. And how do I know how to do all this? Well, because I've done it in real life. I've actually done a bit of off-roading with vehicles. And also not only with leisure vehicles, like in our sports vehicles as well, but just in general leisure with you know, truck caravans and lorries and things. I worked on a building site for a while with where we used to have on this particular truck, it was not a very deep, not a very high truck, and yet it was a very steep incline that we was working on, and the truck used to get stuck all the time. It was a heavy goods vehicle. It used to pull away, get all the stuff, come back, park up on the land or trying to get up the hill. So we'd unload it, and then we'd unload it, and then we'd have to get it off the land again. So it was a constant fight. Right, so if we was to put any type of a winch just to try and get us up, that's going to pull us down. That means we've lost the rear. We've lost the rear push vehicle. As far as I know. We'll just see if we can get down to the back vehicle with the camera. Yeah. So if I was to try and go forwards and use the winch, nothing from the rear vehicle at all. But I will try and pull the vehicle up the hill when daylight comes. With the Jeep, we'll try it that way. So anyway, what we're going to do is put the brake on, not that it matters. Advanced. Stop the engine. Change the truck. We are in advanced. I think we are. No, we are now. Stop the engine. So the vehicles are just going to sit there in the darkness. And guys sit there picking their noses. Hopefully without the lights on. Until the morning comes. So thank you very much for watching. Sorry I got the truck stuck, but you know my game is chugging along, as you can see, very framey. So I'll try and finish this one delivery off to the centre of the logs. When I come back, I'm just going to go and have a buy break. But for now, I'll catch you later, and thank you very much. We'll try and get the little outro to play, and if it's, you're watching this as a video afterwards, you know, look for the next video, might be linked in the video description. Give us a like and a subscribe, everything helps. You can, you know. I've got some of the videos, I've been playing State of Decay recently as well, so you might want to look for those. I've been releasing one every day, recorded videos, then I stream through Mixer. It's easier to stream from the Xbox One through Mixer, but I'm using the PC here. Anyway, thank you very much for your time, and I will catch you in the next video on the next stream, which should be later on this evening. But if you're watching the video replay, look in the description and it will probably give you the next video link.